That's funny. I'm actually using them now. Hmm.
Okay. So I don't know what this is. It's like lately, every time Biden is supposed to give us a speech or something, he's never on time. So instead, it's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, and it's now what 8:20.
Hmm.
And what I find interesting, okay, they do have it. Like, because usually when you go to these different streams, they usually don't have a chat. So here they don't have a chat, but they are at least letting people put comments in. I'm just gonna read some of the comments. Praying for our
Hmm.
country, President Trump and victims. What timestamp does it start at? It was pre-recorded. Yeah, I'm like, is it live? Cause hold on, why is like I'm not getting any.
Dangerous. This is a traumatized community. Like I did in the front row of the press rafters, thousands of people at this rally watched chaos yesterday, had bullets whiz over their heads, saw children running and screaming. There is a
So
visceral
it didn't start
reaction
yet.
and connection, Nora,
I'm gonna
Butler
look
County,
Okay.
on
Pennsylvania has to what
Twitter
happened
because
yesterday. And it's very little to do with politics.
Scott McFarland, thank you for your excellent coverage there. And, Major Garrett, that is true. Trump has a visceral connection with his supporters.
They see his campaign in 2016 as challenging all sorts of orthodoxies in America, starting with the Republican establishment, which they didn't think was responsive. Trump defeats that. Trump wins the presidency in a surprising 2016 outcome. And Trump supporters believe from that moment he was denied not only the idea that, hey, wow, you won a presidency.
He
Isn't
didn't
that
stay
amazing?
credit. Yeah.
Immediately ostracized, criticized, resistance, and pummeled and demonized by the left consistently. That is something that Trump supporters will not forget, cannot forget. And they overlook indictments. They overlook January 6th. They overlook fraud allegations and substantive proof of fraud on the president's part and his businesses, all because they believe he represents something fighting on their behalf and is relentlessly attacked. They will see this episode in Butler, Pennsylvania, as an extension of that, even though it is not. But back to the point the president made in his remarks. Partisan rhetoric does not exist in a vacuum. Partisans in our country right now, Nora, right and left, not only expect it, they demand it and they reward it. They reward it with their votes and they reward it with their small dollar donations. Everyone in the political arena knows that. That level of expectation, that
did you
demand
see any?
curve
Could you
for
find
aggressive
anything?
rhetoric because you're fighting up for
What's
something that's
that?
so important is part of this equation.
Because some people are saying that the remarks are 8 o'clock, but he already did his speech. But I'm looking now on CNN and the different channels just to see if we have like a where he addressed the nation.
Oh, let me see.
And what's also weird is like Secret Service came out and said that it was the teleprompter broke. A bullet hit the teleprompter and the glass flew off, and that's what cut Trump.
Lower the
But then,
temperature in our politics.
but then they came out and said something totally different. And then Trump came out and said he was shot. So at this point, I don't know if glass hit him or if he was shot by the bullet, because it seems like he was shot by the bullet, according to Trump and the witnesses.
I found something on wh.gov. I don't know if this is the live one or not.
Know his opinions or affiliations. We don't know whether he had help or support, or if he communicated with anyone else. Law enforcement professionals, as I speak, are investigating those questions
This is live.
tonight. I want to speak to what we do know.
Where are you watching it
The president
at?
was shot. An American citizen killed.
WH.gov. Let me see. Back up to this.
Can you text it to me?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll bring up yours because he's not addressing the nation right now.
They're saying it's on YouTube, but it's just going.
Will simply exercise its freedom to support the candidate.
It looks like this is gonna have to be one they just share later.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, because even here, hold on. Okay, here it is.
Temperature in our politics.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
remember, while we may disagree, we are not enemies. We're neighbors. We're friends, co-workers, citizens, and most importantly, we're fellow Americans. We must stand together.
Want to bring back in ABC's Jay
That
O'Brien,
chat
who's
going
there
off.
on the scene in Milwaukee
Mhm.
for us. Jay, any sense so far of what those at the convention think of the president's message?
No, they cut it.
We haven't seen
What, he's
much
still
reaction
talking?
yet,
Wait a
Lindsay,
minute.
only because this is very much still getting underway. They're very much still in the planning phase of this convention, or rather the preparation phase. We're seeing mic checks still happen. People are kind of mingling about the floor, but it's mainly media like myself and technicians, etc. But I can tell you
Oh no, I guess
that
that
the
was it. 'Cause
overall
now I can't
message
find.
of
Oh
unity
wait.
that the president was expressing is one that I have heard from
Oh no, it
senior
is over. He
Republicans
only talked for
express
20
as
minutes.
well. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, for instance, comes to note. He has said
Exactly
And what,
20 minutes.
and
Stop.
what gets me is what's crazy is that they had the video. Well, first of all, it broke on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok first before the media even pushed it. I think it broke like a half an hour before the media. But what I didn't understand was there no media at the actual camp rally? Like, what took CBS and NBC and them so long to report the issue? Like, what happened?
Yeah, something we not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
But all of this is getting overshadowed with all the other mess that's going on.
Right, basically. Because even when you go back to, hold on one second. Like, what was he at? Like, I'm gonna go into it because they kind of was talking about stuff. All right.
Well, years.
You're gonna have to start yawning. Turn the camera off when you yawn. It's contagious.
Telling y'all, this the dude. Y'all heard it here first. Before the news, this the dude. That's the dude. It's not this dude. JB, you got eyes, brother. You can see that ain't that man on that roof, man.
Go back to the Uric guy. Because the hair looks the same as the guy that got shot.
This dude right here, man.
Yeah, the hair, like it goes to the shoulder. You see how it goes to the shoulder?
This is the dude, man. This the dude.
So who's that guy on the left of?
Go look at that picture, bro. The guy on the left, some other shit that they got in trouble with Trump 7 years ago in Pittsburgh, bro.
Okay.
This happened in Pennsylvania too. His ears pierced, but his left ear. This is.
But he has the aftershave, like in the picture that you sent.
Picture, and his left ear is covered.
So they're trying to say the
The
dude
other guy don't really look like the other one.
Isn't
The
even the
Cooks
real
guy
dude.
don't look like he got facial hair at all.
They're trying to say this is the guy who's on the roof, not the dude that we've been seeing on the media.
That dude kind of throw it off.
Yeah,
Hold
see,
on.
They don't
This is where I get a better picture of this dude.
mix that up.
What's missing his ear?
We went there. I know
That looks like a gauge, like the gauges, like where they put like the thing in the, you know how where they pierce your ear at? Instead of just piercing it, they put like a gauge, like the holes in your ear.
I know what you're talking about. I can't stand the thing.
And that's his right ear.
And so they're gonna,
yeah, but that would be obvious.
they're gonna bring that up.
And
And
they got the facial hair, bro.
that's why that line right there, that's him.
That facial hair looks like pretty
That facial
damning, bro.
That's what, bro.
So there's
This
this.
shit right
Hold on,
here,
there was.
whole face. It ain't none of these dudes. None of them. This
I
dude
got
way.
the NBC.
This dude
Yeah,
on
that's
this
what they
group
started
way
saying
older
it
than
was.
21. So I come get the fuck out of here. Need that pick.
Says the FBI said the
I
shooter
think
who
it's
is
Maxwell.
identified
I think it
is a
was
20-year-old.
Maxwell. I think his ear either clicked or I think it was Maxwell. I'm rolling with Maxwell. Who want to place bets?
You got the over on Maxwell?
I got the over on Maxwell. That's Maxwell. I'm looking at the whole face, dog. That's Maxwell. Look at the chin. That's Maxwell. That's Maxwell. That gauge that's in his ear, fuck the gauge, y'all. The gauge either came out something.
What does tentatively mean? It says the shooter has been tentatively identified.
Who want to bet money that is Maxwell?
Oh, look, tentatively means subject to further confirmation, not definitely. So they're saying they don't even know if it is for sure.
I'm saying it's Maxwell.
It could be because the legit articles are saying that they can't confirm yet if that person on the screen is
person.
Right. It's. I mean, like I said, it's all of this stuff is a hot freaking mess.
Yeah, these pictures they showing this one dude. They're not showing his right side. All I'm seeing is his left side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even hold on. So on this one, witness claims to see shooter move between rooftops during Trump rally. 2 witnesses at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania where he was attacked. Of course, I'm gonna get a. How do I get off of it? Oh, here we go. Claimed to have seen the shooter, with one recalling how gunman moved from roof to roof, apparently scouting for a perfect perch to shoot at the former U.S. president. The FBI on Sunday identified the gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20, from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, armed with AR-style rifle, was killed by Secret Service personnel. He fired multiple shots at the stage. The gunman was able to get close enough to shoot and injure Trump. Is seen as a huge failure of the security agencies tasked with providing cover for him and ahead of the election. The gunman was on a rooftop approximately 200 to 250 yards from where the former U.S. president was. According to attendee Ben Macer, he was up along the fence line and saw the guy move from roof to roof. So this is a whole nother guy. I saw some other guys. They were like in a barn or something watching him. Macer further said he told an officer that the shooter was on the roof approximately 200, 250 away from where Trump was addressing supporters. When I turned around to go back to where I was, it was when the gunshot started. And then it was just chaos. And we all came running away, and that was that.
Yeah, that's the one dude that was talking to the news.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard somewhere in there where they shot him. It is a picture going around with some dude laying on the ground and supposedly dead by whoever. It wasn't Secret Service. Now I don't know if the dude alive or dead or not. They already the story done got mixed up. So yeah.
Right. It's just it's so much. Let me see something. Let me see. So then it looks like the results below are changing quickly. What the heck does that mean? You ever seen that? But then it's saying that
They're
oh my
covering
God.
it.
Right, because the
They're covering it as all them other different outlets got stuff to say, and they covering most of them.
Mm-hmm. Because who did they say? They didn't say Maxwell Garrett, right? Who are they saying shot? Who was the shooter?
I forgot their name already.
Yeah, Thomas Matthews Crook. And see, this is the difference with social media now versus 9/11 and stuff. Like, we kind of getting everything and publishing it as soon as people are getting it, versus it was so many things going on when 9/11 happened, but it wasn't like people were uploading it to social media, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they got so much stuff. Let's see what they're saying. I ain't gonna go in the whole one, but I just want to see what he's saying real quick.
Matthew Crooks, or is it Maxwell Urich? We're seeing a lot of information coming at us very quickly. I want to show you what we have been able to verify and some other things that haven't been verified, as well as what appears to be some misinformation that is spreading very rapidly right now online. And it's a lesson for how things generally work in the media and why we need to be very discerning and not always quick to believe what we're told. Okay, so let me share my screen to show you what we do know, at least according to the FBI, for whatever that's worth. Okay, so the FBI has released a statement with an update today saying the FBI, and by the way, this is FBI.gov. The FBI has identified Thomas Matthew Crooks, age 20, of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, as the subject involved in the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania. This remains an active and ongoing investigation. And they say, hey, give us a call if you have any information. Now, what we're seeing here is a name, an age, a location, but you'll notice they're not giving any pictures. So, what that means is this is an area that is open for exploitation, for internet trolls to emerge online and say, hey, I'm actually the Thomas Crooks. Now, they won't present it necessarily as they're still alive because we know the shooter is dead, but they can create videos and make it look like they made a statement prior to the shooting. So this is something that is just open for exploitation. And that appears to have happened because all we have confirmed right now, at least according to the FBI, is a name, but again, no picture, no face. So somebody can say, hey, this is Thomas Crooks, and somebody can create a fake account. And that doesn't necessarily mean this is the one that the FBI has identified. Although we do have photos of the shooter, which we'll see here in a moment. But we also have some other photos floating around claiming to be the real guy. Now, very quickly, just notice how all over online in the news, you're seeing FBI identifies gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks. You're seeing it there with NBC, Montana, BBC News, Trump assassination attempt, suspect named by FBI, Thomas Matthew Crooks. We see here at The Guardian, Thomas Matthew Crooks. We see Washington Post, FBI names Thomas Matthew Crooks. And then you have a photo of the FBI. Let's see. Police block a street near the Bethel Park home of Thomas Matthew Crooks. So they're at his home. doing their investigation. BBC, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Now they have a photo. They put up a photo from CBS News, but that's the only photo they posted. However, we saw very quickly this guy emerge as the Thomas Matthew Crooks. Let me show you one website or YouTube channel called The Republic World that has 6.2 million subscribers, 1.6 million views, and they say, who was Thomas Crooks? 20-year-old shooter accused of assassination attempt. Now watch what they show you.
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy.
So they show a video of this guy, and he's explicitly saying in the video, you got the wrong guy, suggesting, hey, I'm Thomas Matthew Crooks, but I'm not the one that you think I am. I'm not the assassin. However, all over social media, he initially was presenting himself as the shooter. So people started to share this all over online and say, this is the guy. And if you tell people, hold on, wait, it doesn't appear that this is the guy, they say, wait, no, the FBI confirmed it. No. The FBI confirmed the name. It never confirmed that this is the actual shooter. He actually might have some resemblance with the photos of the shooter that we do have. There is some resemblance, but there is some discontinuity, which I'll show here in a moment. But you can see plenty of YouTube channels. Let's see, One India News, all sorts of news outlets are showing photos of this guy and saying that he is the Thomas Matthew Crooks. I mean, again, if you just type it in on YouTube, you'll see plenty of people showing his photo saying that he is the shooter. Look at this, CNN News 18, and it shows a picture of that guy, or Hornbilly TV. I've never heard of him before, but they're showing a picture of that guy. So a lot of people are putting forward videos of this man being the Thomas Matthew Crooks. However, it turns out he's a troll, and he is not the Thomas Matthew Crooks involved in the shooting. So look at what Colin Ruggs says. He has 1.2 million followers on Twitter. Breaking: Thomas Matthew Crooks ID'd as the suspect who shot Donald Trump at his rally. Crooks was 20 years old, from Bethel Parks. And it has that picture of that guy again. But you'll notice the community notes is flagging it, saying, wait, the first photo is Twitter user @JewGazing, who tweeted a photo of himself pretending to look like the shooter as a joke. So even Twitter is starting to pick up on the problem. And notice the troll, what appears to be the troll who's saying he's the shooter, notice how his ear is shaped here versus a picture. It's a rather graphic if you look at the whole thing. This is the ear of the actual shooter. You can clearly see this is not at all the same person in any way, shape, or form. And so the troll, this guy right here, is not the shooter. But a lot of people are saying he is. And here, notice again the community post. The ears are different because the left picture is not the shooter, but a look-alike from a parody account. And they're identifying, again, the troll as @JewGazing. Now, notice Matthew Wallace on Twitter, 1.8 million followers. He's noting breaking video services of far-left activists allegedly tricked the media into reporting he was Trump shooter Thomas Matthew Crooks. And then also the community notes is saying he's not the shooter, but a lookalike who made a joke. Here's the original post. The user posted this to confirm it was a joke, and then he made the account private. So the user became a private account, screenshots of the post, and then they have that there as well. So they're coming with receipts. Here's a couple screenshots of the account, the troll account. And this is shared by This person on Twitter, the widely circulated photo of Thomas Matthew Crooks is actually ex-user Jew gazing. He is unrelated to the attempted assassination. And so you can see, okay, y'all, I'm dying here at Jew gazing. And then people are again saying he's the one. And so he's basically sees this as a big joke. And so again, you can kind of see a photo of him here. He sees this as a huge joke, and he is certainly milking it. Here is at Jew gazing itself. I was able to, I tried to go to it a couple times, but it was private. But then for some reason, this one actually let me in. Notice he changed his band.
What happened?
No, I said at this point, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much. They're giving everybody the runaround. They won't show whoever died face, but this dude is taking the blame for it. But he's saying he's not the one that he's not the one that did. If somebody's already dead, then no, he's not the one that did it.
Yeah.
And whoever's dead is the one they're not showing. And that's the picture that's up top now next to that photo. That's the other picture that was going around of whoever got shot. And they quickly took that picture down. It ain't out there like that no more. It was on Instagram earlier. I can't find it now. Somebody I follow had put that picture up.
Of which guy?
The main photo of them, that one photo that's up there now, them standing over the dude that got shot.
Oh, okay, that video. Yeah. Well, I saw the video. Let me see if there's any. Is this the video you saw? I mean, I did see this picture. And this one.
No, I saw a picture. I didn't see a video.
Okay. No, but this was the picture that was going around.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And every time something happened like that, they always show some young, happy picture of him. And no.
And he could have been working with the other guys, you know. It could have been like the three of them, but it's weird. Hold on. So here it goes.
In the last half hour, we have learned big information that has been unveiled from the FBI and police's raid of Thomas Crook's home in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. You could see this is video of the raid itself. They have found bomb-making materials in Crook's car and his home this morning. We also have learned from law enforcement that the rifle that was used in the assassination attempt was purchased by Crook's father. There's still a lot of developing details out of this investigation. The FBI is leading this, but...
Well, that's interesting. So they found a bomb in his car. The gun was purchased by his father. He shoots at Donald Trump, and they're not sure what the motive was.
In the last half hour, we have learned big information that has been unveiled from the FBI and police's raid of Thomas Crook's home in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. You could see this is video of the raid itself. They have found bomb-making materials in Crook's car and his home this morning. We also have learned from law enforcement that the rifle that was used in the assassination...
I wanted to hear it again because what the dude said, they did not say they found a bomb. They said they bombed. Yeah, I saw that. Did he act alone is the big question.
Did they found bomb material and the dad bought it. So it's a big runaround with it. They're not going to tell the truth. And for me, it's a big publicity stunt for him to get higher in the ranking so he can win the vote. And so once again, I do believe there's some cheating involved. Because all of this ain't going to do nothing but lose his votes.
So lose those for who? Biden or Trump?
Trump.
Why you think that?
Because they feel like, oh, he survived a gunshot and this, that, and the other, and the way everybody talk about it, oh, he a gangster, he a thug, and And I'm like, yeah, he got exactly what he wanted.
Oh, so you're saying Trump gonna get more votes because of this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, the reasoning is really crazy. You know what I mean? Like if you gonna vote for somebody because they got shot, that's ridiculous. But I definitely feel what you're saying.
Yeah, people that do it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so they're the only ones. They're the only really podcasters even talking about they got the wrong person. Oh well, no, somebody else said that they misidentified the shooter. So some other people are saying it. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what comes out. It's just so crazy that it's gotten to this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm.
I know it made my coins go up. My Bitcoin, all crypto's growing crazy right now. All right, so let's see what Ice Cube talking about. Ice Cube telling Drake not to beef with Kendrick.
Ice-T.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
You built.
Oh, Ice-Cube. I was about to say Ice-T.
You can just choose from.
Urban Legend 11s, you know what it is. Before we start this video, I want to send a special thank you out. Quickly subscribe to the channel. Let's get it up to 100,000. As a father, as a man, and as a husband, especially, deal of respect for. He's a man's man. Very devout Christian. And without further ado, let's get into this piece of content.
Okay, thank you for that.
I think Kendrick is up. I think, he's landed the more hard and effective punches, so to speak. If I was Kendrick, I'd stay cocked and loaded, ready for just in case. Whatever's coming.
Urban Legend 11s, you know what it is, bro. Let's talk about it. Today, I got content from Ice Cube. He's speaking about the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef, the battle that they had back and forth. And Ice Cube says that he does not want this to spill in the street. He sends a warning to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And he says that you guys need to keep this hip hop. Once it spills into the streets, it's not hip hop anymore. It's not rap anymore. And it's not fun once it goes that far. He gave them that warning. He also sent a special warning to Kendrick Lamar and told him to stay locked and loaded, ready to drop another diss because Drake could do something at any time. He doesn't think Kendrick should be caught slipping. I'm going to show you guys what Ice Cube had to say about it, and then we're going to come back. Check out this right here.
Well, I approve of the beef. I always approve of rap battles. That's the essence of the game. It goes back to, Busy B and Kumo D, and even further than that. So it's part of the game, as long as it doesn't get physical, because that's not rap. When it gets physical, that's just street crime. So as long as it stay on wax, it's a beautiful thing. I think Kendrick is up. I think, he's landed the more hard and effective punches, so to speak. But that don't mean that don't mean Drake can't get off the canvas. So I think if I was Kendrick, I'd stay cocked and low.
Okay, this is my thing. Yeah, that's going, but what is Rick Ross gonna say? Because he got quiet.
Man. So as y'all seen, Lil Wayne was out there at a show putting his own little flip on Not Like Us. Now, obviously, you see he performed Motto. That's his song with Drake right there. And if you guys can't tell, he then pulled out an owl chain. So the Not Like Us he's referring to as Young Money, more than likely, OVO, more than likely. So it ain't too much there. But the song is just that big. I'm pretty sure you want to sing it, but he can't sing. It is what it is. But the song just that big, it's hard to avoid. And we did go over this shit on live stream as Serena Williams even clowned Drake.
And if I've learned anything this year, it's that none of us, not a single one of us, not even me, should ever pick a fight with Kendrick Lamar.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Hey! He will make your hometown not like you. The next time Drake sits courtside at a Raptors game, They're gonna Forrest Gump him. Site's taken.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
All right. So they say revenge is best served cold. And Drake, you had to expect at some point Serena was gonna shoot back at you. Now, conveniently for her, just not even a full year after your For All the Dogs drop. I don't think it's been a full year since that album dropped where he took a shot at Serena and her husband. So on his track, he says, "Sidebar, Serena, your husband a groupie. He claimed we don't got a problem, but no boo. It's like you coming for sushi. We might pop him, might pop up on him at will like Suzuki." Okay. So that's what he randomly said. I don't know if they had any past beef, but he randomly said that on the track in the past towards Serena Williams' husband. So obviously, at some point in time, she was going.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like she came back good. What you think?
Her little reply was horrible. My thing is, like I was saying, what is Rick Ross gonna say? Is he gonna believe Drake hired them people to jump on him? Because he ain't said nothing yet. And that need to be the thing everybody needs to be looking at, what he gonna say. Everybody thought it was funny and poker jokes and talking about why Meek Mills went there, but yeah, he got quiet. So, well, did you find something? Yeah, that.
Yes.
He ain't said nothing since that. On top of
Now,
that,
what was weird about this though, the Hell's Angel, they came out and denounced Drake because supposedly they're trying to say the Hell's Angel was the one that jumped Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
So Hell's Angel supposedly came out and said that they were not supported Drake.
So they just jumped on him because he played that song.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
still, he gonna have something to say once he heal up or whatever he doing, because he got quiet after that.
Right. They called him a goofy clout chaser. Hold on, what's that? Guess what they say?
3-row SUV. We carefully crafted every one of these details.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, fan base does. Like Joe Button said, you can be a fan of Drake and not a fan of hip hop. You can love Drake and not like hip hop. And the more they get into it, the more they show, baby, they are not like us. You run to America to imitate heritage. You can't imitate this violence. Y'all, why are certain people that are not Black American, right? And Canadians, shout out to the cool ones, misinterpreting a clip with DeMar DeRozan trying to act like he's trying to be cool with Drake again. On top of that, you know how Drake was scurrying after the Hells Angels? You know how a Hells Angel punch? Well, guess what? It looks like there's some inner divide in that Hells Angel. It looks like the people that Drake allegedly paid for protection so he could make that next stop in Oakland. The people he didn't pay are letting him know you ain't nothing but a clout chasing goop de doop 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 scooby doop doop. Let's get into this, right? Where do you want to start at? First of all, let's start off at the
yeah, she goes to thing, but yeah, so basically though, like we're saying, they're basically saying he's not on their team, so
okay. Yeah. Well, we know Kendrick got more, so it ain't no more. He need more in the clip. We already know he got more. He let that 6 a.m. thing out. So the other video did not like us. Said yeah, 5 more. So he used that 6 a.m. So he got 4 more. So we not worried about that part.
Right,
Drake not gonna come back and say nothing because he's lost one ghostwriter and the other one threatened to quit on him. So that's why he went to making other stuff. He didn't even respond back. If he try to respond again, he gonna lose a second ghostwriter. He ain't gonna have nobody write for him then.
Nope. He isn't. Oh, let me see this. This one is quick. Let's see this.
Damian Ryan. Yeah, I'm thinking.
A free call from
Damian Ryan.
press 1 to accept the call.
Drake, you're trying to take credit for shit that has nothing to do with you. You're a fucking clout chasing goof. Get off our tip.
I say fuck that.
From
Damian Ryan.
Bad, I'm thinking.
a free call from
Damian Ryan.
press 1 to accept the call.
Drake, you're trying to take credit for shit that has nothing to do with you. You're a fucking clout chasing goof. Get off our tip.
I say fuck that.
From
Damian Ryan.
Bad, I'm thinking.
a free call from
Damian Ryan.
press 1 to accept the call.
Drake, you're trying to take credit for shit that has
Yeah,
nothing
we're
to
gonna
do with
see.
you.
I don't know
You're a
what's
fucking
what's
clout
not at
chaser.
this point.
That one I ain't believing because anybody could have said that. They use a voice changer.
Yep.
So that one I'm definitely not believing.
It was something something I saw that I wanted to look at with you real quick.
I didn't even watch that game today. I think I pulled up scores earlier. Okay, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
The Dream in the Storm. Score was kind of close though.
Yeah, I was really shocked that Angel. Well, man, the Liberty guarded her so horrible that I kind of knew that she wasn't gonna keep her double
Well, hold on.
double.
Somebody got beat kind of bad. 96-69.
What team? What team was that?
The Sun beat the Mercury that bad.
Now the Phoenix Sun is pretty good. Now the Mercury used to be good, but I think they got people on their team that's injured.
Yeah, the Sun is 18-5. The Mercury is actually even. They 12-12. They don't play again until look like Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they'll have like a break for the All-Stars and the Olympics.
Okay. But they were talking about the Olympic men's team the other day, saying how they kind of struggled at first, but then they got saved. And they were
Yeah.
talking about Ronnie, little 4 points he scored in his first game and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
Let me see something. Hold on, let me see.
Yo, YouTube.
Oh,
I know this is this is mad random. I would not expect for new Rockstar to cover this
right
or
there.
break down this video, but here we are, and the video's about to get broken down. So let's see what they're cooking up over here, man. Let's see what they're cooking up over here at New Rockstar, bro.
New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemens. About 5 days ago, trending at #1 on YouTube for days since it's dropped. Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" music video release, stopping all of us on our tracks. And I've been hounding New Rockstars to let me talk about it, and they're finally letting me talk about it.
Yo, wait a minute. I gotta show some love, bro. So she a real one, bro. She a real one, because I wonder how much convincing it took to get her to let her do this. Because I know they was like, why would we do that? Why we cover movies, we cover shows. When the fuck have we ever covered hip hop? So shout out to her for making it happen.
I wanted to
and
break
shout out to them for allowing it too.
down the beef. I wanted to talk about it, dissect it, eat it, chew it up, spit it out, tell you guys all about it. We had a lot of other things on our plate though this week, but finally God heard my consistent nagging and said, fine, stop asking. So here it is, my scene-by-scene breakdown of Not Like Us, the music video, a music video breakdown, like pop-up video. And a quick reminder to check out nerdride.shop, where you can always find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. Gear up for the biggest movie of the summer. It's coming up at the end of the month. I'm talking Deadpool and Wolverine.
Wait, that comes out at the end of this month? Wait, what?
Show your love for all of our different merch and the fandoms we have over there. We got a new Agatha shirt coming. Oh
my gosh, I can't wait.
Good. I'm going to wear that shirt every day until the show drops in September. Grabbing some merch from nerdride.shop is a great way to support the channel and all the work that we do here, breaking down all these properties that you love, like the Not Like Us video. First time for anything. So for those that don't clearly know Drake and Kendrick's beef, I'm gonna make this exceptionally quick because most of y'all watching this probably already know that by now. There's been beef between everyone and Drake for years, and rightfully so. But the beef between Drake and Kendrick began 13 years ago around Drake's Take Care album. But see, after doing a couple of songs together, that's where the two had a fucking problem. Kendrick came for everyone, literally everybody on Big Sean's song Control, and where most other rappers could take a diss like, you know, Jeff Ross roast.
Famously walked into the owner Robert Kraft's office and said, "I'm the best decision your organization has ever made. Would you like a massage?" I love Robert Kraft. I love that shit again. Okay.
Drake chose to play like Tom Brady and make a big scene out of it. He sneak disses Kendrick in his next album, Nothing Was the Same. In the song The Language, Drake says, "I don't know why they've been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring." Later, Birdman was like, "Nah, it ain't about Kendrick." But my question is, why would anyone believe Birdman? Exactly a month later,
Wait, you saw the teaser for
Of course,
Nintendo making an
Birdman
M-rated
gonna
horror
lie.
game? No
Come
joke, they
on,
sent
man.
it.
He
No,
knew
I
folks
gotta watch
video.
that.
Kendrick fired back at the 2013 BET Hip Hop Awards Cypher, coming for everyone.
Oh my gosh. Legendary right here.
Later, Kendrick fired back at the 2013 BET Hip Hop Awards Cypher, coming for everyone again, but also mainly Drake, which was an iconic set. My favorite part of this is both rappers could just be making songs and not dissing each other, and we're just thinking and forcing their lyrics into a narrative. Then again, in what world are these two going to talk it out and move past this? Also, where's the fun in that? Things start
Exactly.
slowing. It looks like Kendrick and Drake will always have this beef. Maybe it starts to fizzle out in the public eye. Then we have rappers like Meek Mill shake it up about Drake having ghostwriters make his songs in 2015, which rekindled a big flame under Kendrick's hate core, and I love it. Of course, the two rappers got to deal with their own shit eventually, put the sneak diss into a pause. You know, Kendrick has to be Kendrick and Drake has to be Drake, I guess. That is until Big Dog Kendrick wakes up and hears something.
The boogeyman.
A beacon for help. Nah. A beacon for war. First-person shooter releases on Drake's For All the Dogs album in 2023. And let me tell you, not all dogs went to heaven that day. Track 6, J. Cole says, "Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league." Tell me exactly who? Drake and Kendrick are in the same tier. Before y'all come from...
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get the link. First-person shooter mode.
For me, I grew up on both Kendrick and Drake. Drake is for my sassy pop hip hop side, and Kendrick is for the family, you know, the roots. Say what you will, J. Cole knew exactly what he was doing here. So then Kendrick awakens like that Squidward meme and lets loose, featuring on Metro Boomin and Future's album that was completely a diss album catered, signed, sealed, and delivered to Drake. The song was a hit. Then J. Cole apologizes after making a dookie diss track. Drake says that 2 weeks later, he...
Chill, bruh. It wasn't Dookie, bruh. It wasn't Dookie, bruh. It's just kind of, it just don't hit the same after, you know, he apologized, bruh.
He drops push-ups. The cover makes fun of Kendrick's shoe size, rapping, "How the f are you big stepping with a size 7 men's on?" referencing the title of Lamar's 2022 album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Then came the damn leak. The same day someone leaked Tailor-Made Freestyle, this track had AI Snoop Dogg and Tupac, which, what the f was he thinking? It also was just like bad, all bad. Genuinely was a steaming pile of hot-ass dookie. Drake mentions in the song, "What the f is taking so long?" Little did he know he was cooking with water while Kendrick was literally cooking with grease. April 30th, Kendrick then dropped Euphoria. Not only did this man switch the song into multiple parts, which is something Drake loves.
Yo, she went crazy on this script, bro. She was like, "Oh my God, they're giving me my opportunity to actually break this down. Say less, bro." Dookie water.
To do. Kendrick plays therapist and dissects all of Drake's paranoia. He comes for his radio station pop standard of music, how he lies, and this is a song where he goes, "What is it, the brains?" And you call me a hate, but this man invented lies. And this is a song where he goes, "What is it, the brains?" And you call me a hate, but this man invented it. May 3rd, 616 drops more lyrics attacking Drake's friends and how they actually work for Kendrick. The song really comes for Drake's paranoia, even using a sample of Al Green's 1972 song, What a Wonderful Thing Love Is, which featured guitarist Teenie Hodges, who is also Drake's uncle. Drake drops Family Matters the same night as 616. He comes for A$AP Rocky and The Weeknd. A$AP clapped at him in show of hands on Future and Metro's follow-up second album, We Still Don't Trust You. The album also had the song with the same title featuring The Weeknd, who has his own beef with Drake when Drake kept trying to sign him and he was like, "Nah," because Drake doesn't sign you to uplift your career. He uses you on his songs and kind of leaves you out to dry. And of course, he comes for J. Cole and Kendrick. All these men have betrayed him in one way or another. And I'll get more into this song later when we see Whitney, Kendrick's fiance, in the music video. Then when you think it's all over, it ain't. Kendrick drops another song, and right after, like I think minutes of Family Matters, he drops Meet the Grams. And it's so good. It's like poetry with a deep piano beat.
That song personally for me
so
though,
he
like
dropped two.
don't
So
hit the
he
same
got
anymore
three left.
because of the like the really last verse is just kind of weird. It's just kind of kind of weird to listen to because it's just like niggas just yapping for real.
Love this song. Each section is a letter to people
That's like my least favorite from all the disses
in Drake's life. Not very like heartfelt, but
What did you say?
Okay, that means he got three left. I didn't know he dropped another one after that one from 6 in the morning. That means he got three left. Okay.
Yeah.
She did some deep digging. I didn't even realize it was going that long. She went and got stuff nobody didn't get. I like her for that. Yeah, that. Oh God, that pretty much sum up why everybody's after Drake right now. He ain't been doing good to people.
Yeah.
I've been
each section is a
line,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not caught up with it.
Yep.
absolutely a warning and pleading, trying to speak to other people close to him. His son Adonis, his mother, his father, and an unknown daughter that none of us knew about, but also not really surprised about. And I gotta speed this up. I only get so much time to talk about this. Then the next day, the man just won't quit. Kendrick drops Not Like Us, and here's my breakdown of its music video. The music video opens to Compton City Hall and Courthouse. As we know, Kendrick is from Compton, and we're gonna get a ton of Compton references in the video.
No, the daughter thing wasn't true, which is why like the song just don't really hit for me personally anymore. Like it's just kind of I just don't like listen to that song because it's just like weird.
Love this opening shot, silent as we're taken to the Compton courthouse, like Drake.
But then he dropped this, and none of that shit even mattered. This song literally just wiped that last song away, and it's like it didn't even matter that last like the last quarter of the song was just like not true. It is true, bro. Shut up. No, it's not. Okay, look. You guys got to stop being delusional. As much as you hate Drake, like, just stop being delusional.
Drake is standing trial against the people of Compton, LA, the Bay, California for all the crimes he's done upon the West Coast.
I be seeing delusion on both sides ever since this whole thing started.
Tupac as one example, and all of these star appearances are just witnesses to the trial. Then we get a black screen and chanting. It picks up with the chant, and then it goes.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and her, my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli.
This is a preview to a new song coming, perhaps another diss track. And God, if he delivers this song this year, we'd be having a great year. We all be eating good. We all hope this is a new song and it sounds so good. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but the internet's right. He did do the same shit with the All Right music video, featuring a great snippet of a song that didn't release. Some say they hear Debbie Debs when I hear music sample in this, but I can't really hear it. But you let me know in the comments what you think. Additionally, in the verse, he mentions this.
I keep a horn on me. That Kamasi. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me.
Kamasi is also a saxophonist, hence the keep a horn on me line. In this line about IP ownership and his blueprint, creatively, Kendrick can do whatever he really wants, not tied down by big labels, and he needs that freedom to make these ridiculously beautiful visual telling stories. In this scene, like the boogeyman, you can't get him in the shadows, only by the flickering lights or the swift flick of the lighter. This could also be a call out to Lil Wayne, always beginning his tracks with the old flick of the light.
I'm calling you daddy.
As we know, Wayne and Drake were very close once upon a time. Kendrick arrives at the Silver Door, and he does this knock, that shave and a haircut 2 bits. The earliest ABC News in-depth found on this song came out in 1899. It was called A Dark Town Cakewalk. Dark Town refers to black neighborhoods in Atlanta, Georgia, and cakewalk was generally recognized as a black American slave's way of mocking the behavior of white slave masters. So it comes from not good things. The sliding door opens to Tommy the Clown, who's big in LA. He crumps. To me,
it's also crazy how that's just a saying. There's like so many sayings in nursery rhymes that are just got racist undertones that are just people don't talk about. Because people definitely like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a cakewalk.
I think he started crumping. He grows
this is gonna be a
community
cakewalk
with kids dancing, and it's actually pretty cool. He was also featured on stage dancing at Kendrick's Juneteenth concert doing DJ headset. He asked, "What's the password?" To which Kendrick says, "I see dead people." We know the Sixth Sense reference here. He's
ain't no way Kendrick thought this. That's the thing. That's another thing with like Kendrick like fans and just in general. I'm not saying like he didn't think that deep into it, but I feel like there's some things that people really, really, really reach for that he probably didn't intend to. It just really lined up like good or well, I mean.
set. He asks, what's the password? To which Kendrick says, I see dead people. We know the Sixth Sense reference. Here he's also motioning that both Kendrick and Cole battle
Sora.
In Euphoria, Kendrick asked, am I battling ghosts or AI? And Haley Joel Osment was also featured in the 1999 movie AI. There's also double meaning here for Ghost admiring Tupac, but also clowning on Drake having ghost riders. Tommy says, you late, which is likely a nod to Drake saying Kendrick was taking too long in the tailor-made freestyle. And this turntable is the Technics SL1200.
Damn, who would have known Drake would have been begging for his complete annihilation? Draw. Wait, please don't draw. Please don't draw. Take it back.
MK2. The SL1200 is known as one of the most influential
How about we just collab and act like this never happened?
turntables. Africa Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash both used it for scratching. Moby won't shut the hell up about it. It clearly is a very hot vintage turntable. The horns for Not Like Us begin playing, and with this great iconic font, I love this font, Kendrick looks so tired and just done with it. The people next to him are members of Tommy the Clown's crew called the T-Squad, and the woman dancing here is Envy, a member of the T-Squad. People all their shirts, like red, white, and blue, and this is a diss at Drake because he's Canadian, and Kendrick dropped this music video on July the 4th to remind everyone this is about him. Yeah, sure, why not? But it also represents the red and blue groups that I know you know. You can see the tied bandanas
Yo,
around the waist of the woman passing the Bible, also being blue and red intertwined. The thing is, Kendrick is bringing a small inkling of unity between
I wonder what she had to say to be able to get this video on this channel, to be able to make this.
these groups in the wake of this song. Kendrick grew up around these gangs with close friends and family ties. The man had both these groups out during his Juneteenth concert. Everyone's wardrobe is so on point, and Kendrick is a visual storytelling genius who does not have to bring attention to it. He worked with a stylist, Taylor McNeil, while Carissa Sanchez managed the wardrobe overall. It changes with every new location, but damn does my man love a sweatshirt. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Their 4th of July sales running now, and it's a great time to upgrade your mattress. You can get 30% off.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you
kid mattresses. If you're not sure what mattress to get, don't worry. Helix.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta.
A great night.
Pop at it. Pop at it. Pop at it. Pop at it.
Their 4th mattress collaborated with Converse, the white Chuck Taylor 70s. PG Lang is Kendrick and Dave Free's company that collaborated with Converse, offering a minimalist interpretation of the classic silhouette in 2 variations according to Hypebeast. A blue Dodgers hat wrapped in a Martine Rose scarf. And just so you know, Chevrolet's from Fresno, California, and the Dodgers are an LA-based baseball team. This video was more about uniting the entire California coast. It truly is all an ode to California. However, for British Jamaican designer Martine Rose, Kendrick and his cousin Baby Keem are collaborating on limited edition collection with Martine Rose, so that's why she's making an appearance. Kendrick says, man down, calling Amber Lamps, tell him breathe, bro. My family and I say Amber Lamps because of this wild video from back in the day.
Bring Amber Lamps.
But this also works as a double entendre, hinting at Amber Alerts, which is the alert we get for missing children. And we'll see a lot of references and alleged jabs at Drake being a P3DO. You get it.
I've just about had enough of you.
P3DO? To the cross, you walk around like Tizo. This means he crucified Drake, and a small reference to Tizo Touchdown, who's known to wear nails in his hair, and I love him. You know what? We don't have enough time. We don't have all day. So I'll go through what we see, and if the images coincide with the lyrics, then I'll break it down. Then in the next scene, it's black and white. The only light is coming from the car's headlights, and we can make out the silhouette of a man in black with white letters spelling out Compton on his hat. This man could be the physical representation of Compton. This man in the mask is creeping up on Kendrick and immediately yanked back before making any contact. The scene is similar to Drake's music video for Family Matters, which features the van from Good Kid, Mad City being crushed. The man in the mask references Drake's Dark Lane demo tapes where he's wearing the same gear. The man being mysteriously yanked back could be representing how Compton, the man dancing, always will have his back. Something higher is protecting maybe Kendrick, or he's untouchable, as he says, certified boogie.
Tizo was the reason it's so big. Yo, Tizo with his deserved shout out. Shout out to Tizo, the GOAT. Oh my gosh. Soon to be the top star of the millennium.
Man, I'm the one that up to score with him. Next, we see Kendrick doing push-ups in what I assume is a prison cell with cinder blocks. This is a call out to Drake's diss track push-ups. He's also done about 17 or 17 and a half push-ups, but doesn't go over 18. He stands up, holds, and returns to finish more, which could symbolize the age of women Drake has allegedly been into, never going over 18. Before you say we're overanalyzing this music video, Kendrick did these things intentionally. This man has turned his music videos into short films. Everything is intentional. Everything in the shot is there for a reason. I firmly believe it. And what's interesting in this scene
She just
is
put
the choice
everybody
of
in
doing a
check.
split screen. Above, he's performing.
She said, "Don't try me." My fault, sis. My fault, sis. But can you agree that sometimes they be stretching it? Do you notice how his pick is on the right side of his head, slightly pointed southeast? Do you know what southeast is? And then, you know, they just bring up some more bullshit. I don't know, bro.
In the push-ups, but below he's sitting and contemplating.
I don't know,
It
bro.
could signify that Drake on the surface is always busy, building himself up, distracting himself from what's happening below.
Southeast. Southeast. S-E. X marks the spot on a map. Sex. He's a sex fiend. Oh my gosh. He's always getting him. He's always getting him.
Below the surface, questioning his motives and morals.
Thomas
Also, the
said,
lyrics here
"Oh,
mention
Southeast."
"Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young," with him in a prison cell, implying that he's doing something illegal. Kendrick even does this little hand motion that Drake did with that little young girl online. He also warns them from cell block 1 because famously inmates in prison hate P3DOs. He mentions Party Next Door is doing
I think we all hate P3DOs.
drugs, and Baca has a weird case. Baca has past ties in human trafficking and assault charges, and Drake mentions him in songs.
He's probably thinking about other girls, and fucking got a weird case. Why is he?
Occasionally. He's also a member of Drake's OVO crew. I also like this scene with him in a cot, speakers, and records, a turned painting perhaps. Watch Bree Jane theorize on TikTok that the painting was turned because this dropped the day of Michael Rubin's white party where he set wild paintings as invitations. If Kendrick was invited, he kept his invitation turned around as a big shove it to the whole corporation and industry running them. The speakers are a pair of vintage speakers. LA's vintage audio store, Rewind Audio, gave the video
That'd be kind of crazy. Like, if, like, that would be kind of crazy.
vintage audio tools along with the
Like, I feel like there's so many. Damn, yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
turntables at the beginning of the music video. It also feels like this scene is insinuating that even in prison, Kendrick wouldn't lose his artistry. He'd still be surviving, thriving, and just being creative. Then Kendrick starts whoop, 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 whoop. Pretty on the nose here, especially with the disclaimer at the bottom. OVO is Drake's crew, October's very own. Their mascot is the owl, hence why Kendrick's beating it up, and the disclaimer says OVHOs. Also, the owl is a piñata, which I assume is another dig at Drake's attraction to younger women. Also, gotta love the Loewe sequin shorts. Good job. And Kendrick's next scene is Martine Rose, how's it hanging, shirt, singing, why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? We go from one kid activity to the next. Kendrick is dancing on the hopscotch. Again, this alludes to Drake being attracted to minors. The internet found this and ran with it that Kendrick resembles the whack meme guy.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His foot stance,
Oh
whack.
my
Me,
God.
I'm tight.
Which we all know Kendrick's hating, so, you know, it makes sense. He's a #1 hater. During this scene, he skips the 6 while dancing. This doesn't feel intentional, but I believe it is because Drake is the 6 god. There are 10 spots on the hopscotch. 10 hits the piñata, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 gives us 10. 10 is very significant in this music video, and it could point to OVO, October's very own, and October is the 10th month. What else could mean for the 10? I guess Roman numerals could be it. Additionally, because I'm terminally online, I came across a TikTok a while ago of a woman discussing how an A minor on a piano, there are no black keys. You're only playing the white one. So this is yet another slight diss at Drake being half white. There's also something I love here.
There's no way Kendrick was thinking of that. Like, that's funny. That's crazy. There's no way Kendrick was even like thinking that, bro.
It being echoed by the crowd over the masses at what I think is still the courthouse we saw.
Tony, Tony, shut your ass up.
At the beginning. We see it later and it's hard to make it out, but Kendrick is...
If you also didn't know that he's playing a Where's Waldo, there's actually a Drake lookalike that you don't even notice in the crowd getting stomped out by 3 men. Yeah, okay. You see how I just said that? Now everybody's like frantically looking around. Guys, come on.
Shit, I am looking
in
for
the
it.
crowd, and that's because it's never been about Kendrick. You're supposed to be focusing on everybody else in this image except for Kendrick. It's been about the people of Compton always.
too.
However, you know, this song is about Drake, but normally it's for Compton and the people. Then we glimpse the Ferrari driven by Kendrick. In the passenger seat is DJ Mustard, who made the beat, the producer of the song. He's also out of California. So why this scene is funny to me is Drake boasts about his Ferrari 24/7, making it fly at concerts, showcasing the yellow Ferrari in the Upset music video that Kendrick is likely poking fun within this scene. What's even more funny about mimicking the Upset music
Dark Slayer with the fire, get this up. Appreciate you.
Video in this scene of the song, Drake says, I still got like 7 years of doing what I want, which was released in 2018. So more like 6 years, buddy. And let me tell you, he's upset. I'm upset. $50 on my head is disrespect. Ugh, I used to like that song so much. In the next scene, we're taken to Tam's, his hometown burger spot, which remarkably had a 30 to 40% increase in sales due to this music video. Inside, damn fine Martine Rose.
Right. He is on his ass, bruh.
SS 2024, but it looks like it says 8/8/2024, which could be an album drop, and I think we're all praying. The dancer accompanying him and DJ Mustard is Storm DeBarge. She also joined Kendrick on stage during his Juneteenth performance, and she's also another Cali native. When he says pussy, she does the sign language for it, and I love her for that. At a closer look, Mustard is wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat, which in parts of LA they do rock. Mustard said this was a nod to the Baldwin Village, aka the Jungles, where he grew up, not a jab at Drake. We're briefly back at the courthouse dancing in front of the masses. He's rocking with this ghetto rodeo baseball hat. They're a Latin-owned LA-inspired clothing brand, and if you haven't recognized by now, everything in this music video is an homage to the West Coast, baby. Not the Pacific Northwest, because that's where I'm from. In the same shot, but later in the video, we see some nice cameos, Roddy Ricch and YG. We also see Thundercat, and me and Thundercat get our tattoos at the same tattoo shop by the same guy, but we have yet to run into each other. And then we see Steve Lacy, Roddy Ricch, Compton, YG, Compton, Thundercat, Compton, Steve Lacy, Compton. All these folks are Cali natives and Compton raised, and there's a reason for that. There's also Brandon T. Jackson from Percy Jackson, which I didn't notice, y'all did. He's from Detroit, but I mean, that doesn't matter. The song's for everyone. Well, not everyone, but mostly everyone. We're then taken to a bunch of shipping containers, a bunch of white shipping containers.
Wait, what the hell was he doing there? I guess it, like, obviously it's for everyone, but it's just like, that is just random. It is random.
And this could suggest they're accusing Drake of sex trafficking, something we know could be tied to Baca. They have vents or AC units, which why the hell would normal containers need something like that? So we see what they're pointing to.
I'm
Also,
just like DeRozan. When I shoot it,
that
it
part we
goes
already
in.
hit, so yeah.
That's all I know about DeRozan.
Shipping
The
containers,
rest
they're
of-
normally different
the
colors,
rest of
whereas
this
here
stuff,
they're all
good
white,
God.
which could suggest the internal beef Kendrick.
I spy with chat. That's the only reason I know anything about DeRozan, because I'm just like DeRozan. When I shoot it, it goes in. Don't know who this nigga is outside of I Spy, bro. Outside of I Spy, don't know who this nigga is, man.
Mentions Drake has with himself
I think Kyle put that nigga on, bro, if I'm being honest.
being black and white. Additionally, this music video dropped.
God damn, bro. This is just a bad
you
angle.
about
I
to
think
get
this is
500,
bad
man. He
angle,
talking too much.
bad lighting. He looks like his dad here, bro. Like, it's his...
Wait, that's his dad?
It's like the whole face is sunken,
No,
bro. I
that's
think
the
it's
guy
just a
who
bad
had
angle,
the white
bro.
party. Mike,
Up
whatever,
during Michael
guy
Rubin's
had the
white party, which many celebrities attended,
Oh.
including Drake.
He
So
look
yeah,
like he
you
must
get
have
it.
killed
There's
too.
white on white. The shipping containers say Bridgetown, Barbados. Either they're going there or just arrived, but regardless, we know who also comes from Barbados. Bad girl Riri, who Drake longed for forever. And now Riri just does not like him because she's with A$AP Rocky, and he's better. We feature some great
And he's
folks
better.
outside the shipping containers like NBA star DeMar DeRozan, who's also name dropped here on the song. Another Compton native who played for the Toronto Raptors from 2009 to 2018. Tyrone Williams and Keita the Great. Firstly, Williams was injured in a car accident 2 weeks before shooting this. And look at that work. My boy's getting it. Keita the Great has been dancing online since he looked like...
That was him?
Ooh, I didn't know
Wait,
that
that's
either.
him?
Even on Drake's side anymore, but like, goddamn. How much longer is the internet gonna keep milking this song? It's been 2 months, damn. Here go chat saying I'm coping.
No, this song...
No, this whole beef is goofy AF.
No, it's
Drake
not.
doesn't rap good and Ken don't make music.
Yo, don't talk, bro. I didn't,
Of
bro, that's
course somebody gonna
crazy.
pull a
This
pop-out,
shit was
man.
legendary.
work. My boy's getting it. Keita the Great has been dancing online since he looked
That
like
is
this.
him.
And also, peep the YouTube channel that this page came from. It's the official T Squad, the group we saw at the beginning. Also, both are from California. We then get a cameo from co-director Dave Free looking scrumdiddlyumptious. Kendrick is wearing a suit while Dave Free is wearing just a white tank that resembles the Future at Metro Boomin cover for We Don't Trust You. Don't know if it's planned, but it
Nah.
does look like it. The woman dancing on the
This was
tightrope
fire.
is Charm LaDonna, who also helped with the dance numbers throughout the music video.
So
The
fire.
background looks like Drake's 2013 album, Nothing Was the Same. And I like this depiction of her finding balance between both, which could poke fun at the fact that Drake is so lost and can't find his own balance. Maybe he couldn't find that balance once he made
Okay, I think that's, bro.
Ooh,
I don't. That gotta be a reach, but that I don't even care because that shot is just so fire. I just want it to mean something. the shot is so fire. I want it to mean something deep. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take it, bro. I will take it, bro. I feel like it's a reach, but
teen album.
Look at this shot is amazing.
Was the same. And I like this depiction of her finding balance between both, which could poke fun at the fact that Drake is so lost and can't find his own balance. Maybe he couldn't find that balance once he made Nothing Was the Same. 'Cause
Drake,
that's an
you gotta
entire
drop
album
something,
about
bro.
Never being able to go back. He's too far up. Outside with a different group of folks, some are wearing this TDE hat. That's Top Dog Entertainment. This is the record label Kendrick departed from in 2022. But clearly, no hard feelings because the other members of TDE are SZA, J-Rock, Absol, and Schoolboy Q. And in this scene, we actually see Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, Absol, Cole, Anthony Top Dog Tiffith, the label founder, Musa, and Terrence Punch Henderson. Then we see Kendrick and his fiancee Whitney looking melancholy before changing to a cheerful tone. The important part is
checkmate.
not only is this household a two-parent household, unlike Drake's original upbringing, but Whitney is wearing a tank, often referred to as a wife beater, which we all feel is intentional since Drake alleged in Family Matters that Kendrick hit and abused his fiancee. This is
When you put your hands on your girl, was it self-defense because she bigger than you? That shit is so...
Oh, wow.
That shit is funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When you just read it like
feels
that,
intentional since Drake
when you put your hands on your girl,
alleged in Family Matters.
isn't it self-defense because she bigger than you? It's like... I can't, bro.
That Kendrick hit and abused his fiance.
so
This is
goofy
Kendrick's
reading it.
way of putting to rest the narrative that he abused his partner. My mom told me this could be the grandma's house, Estelle. Notice the family photos and the plastic furniture. Kendrick drops a lot of stuff on her in his songs, and it was hard for him when she passed. I also know from photos of my grandma's house, it looked exactly like this, so I believe this could
is
be
like
a Southern
grandma's
He then
house.
shows off a real owl and then puts it back into its cage like he's doing
Hard.
with Drake right now. I also
Hard.
love the juxtaposition of Kendrick's family, friends, and community all having fun, cheering, and feeling safe knowing the OVO owl Drake is behind bars. And that's it for my breakdown on Kendrick Lamar's video for Not Like Us. I only get so much time to talk about it, and I think I also went over, and we're probably gonna have to edit.
Cage Bird sings. Oh, that could have been...
Okay.
Yeah, she did a good job. What you
She
think?
did a real good job. Good God. She put up a bunch of stuff we didn't catch the first time. All right. I don't know what to say. I don't know why she couldn't do nothing like that before, but she need to do it more often.
Right, they're a bigger channel, and so they usually do like mainstream movies and books and stuff. They don't usually do videos and music.
Oh, well, she need to do that more often because she found a whole lot of stuff nobody could catch. God, the Barbados on the containers. Man, it was so much she caught. Jesus, man. I know I can't say ain't no coming back for Drake because he more than done right now. It's ridiculous.
And that's why I wanted to look at hers because I wanted to look at Eminem's new music that he put out, and I actually like it. A lot of people don't like it, but I kind of wanted to go through some of Eminem stuff. But now, I look at how she did it. I'm gonna go back and look at how I analyze his stuff. But yeah, that's everything for tonight. Thank you so much for coming on with me. I guess we'll talk during the week to see if we see any good news or anything we want to go live on. I did have a request. They asked me, does Sexy Red have a bigger influence right now with the teens and the people I think 35? So 18 to 35, does Sexy Red have a bigger influence over them than the vice president, Kamala Harris? So I'm going to try to put some stuff together and we can kind of go over that on next week.
I was trying to answer that, but yeah, we do wait. Oh my God.
Right, when he asked me that's the how about, so you know what? This is a question coming from the your younger 30s. So let me acknowledge it and let's dive into it.
Yeah, we can talk on it. I don't like her. I honestly don't.
Ooh, Kamala or Sexy Red?
Shoot, right now both, but yeah, yeah.
So which one? All right. Well, we're cool then. I'll talk to you later on.
All right.
All right.